turbulent times happening now on Earth. Many frequencies flying about. Fear does not ever leave. Fear stays, but do not have to tune into fear. We place golden thread over humanity. We place golden blanket over humanity to keep safe and warm, and we are here to help, love, and support.
But what did you say, what is it that you know that we don't, that might be the most important thing we can be doing right now in 2025?
In 2025, at this time, compassion is foremost on our list.
Hello and welcome to Fairy and Flame. My name is Catherine Camsey and I'm here with my gorgeous co-host
Casey Hodges, and together we're building up the collective conscious of our world, one pot at a time.
We certainly are, and we're going to be kicking off with the amazing Angie Arkin. She is a channeler. She's going to be telling us all about her journey and how she got there, telling us all about channeling, and make sure that you stay tuned to us because we are going to be meeting her Galactic Council. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining us, Angie.
Oh, welcome, Angie. I think where we need to start is how we met. And we'll do that real quick, and then I want you to get into your backstory, starting with childhood and how you got to where you are today. But so we met Angie through a mutual friend, and it was almost instantly, her name's Molly, and it was almost instantly she said, you need to meet my friend Angie. And so I think it was less than a week after that we were all on a call together. Yeah. And we knew you were a channeler, and Kat and I have had readings before, but I would say more traditional mediums. So, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but traditional. What you did was like nothing I've ever seen before. It was
totally different from
totally different. The only thing
experienced.
I can compare it to is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Daryl Anka, but he channels an ET named Bashar. And so hopefully we're going to get to see a little bit of that later. But before we do that, Angie, I'm just dying to know, like, where did this all begin?
I was thinking about this.
Let's go way back.
How did you start?
I feel like we'd have to go back till just probably another life. But in this life, when I first was born, I was telling Molly this morning, I remember my mom, and she told the story her whole life, that when I just was born, I was screaming and crying, had black hair, black eyes, just came out, would not stop crying and screaming. I wouldn't take milk at all, and it kept going for so long. I kept screaming for so long that somebody, maybe a nurse, went and got a little bit of water from the water fountain and gave me a few sips of water, and I stopped crying.
Oh, wow, that calmed you down.
Yeah, just was wanting water. And so, looking back now, I'm like, okay, right, I have had this deep relationship with water and water spirits and water beings like my whole life. Yeah. And I didn't piece it together till I got much older, but that story always kind of stayed in my mind, and I grew up swimming from like a really early age. I was just really fast in the water. So I swam competitively like my whole life on the scholarship through college and everything. And it was just like where I went, just put my head down, kick and swim and just.
Where did you grow up? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the 70s and 80s and yeah.
So when did you first realise that, I was reading a little bit about you, and you first got this first sort of like experienced it when you were around about 5. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how that looked for you, how it felt?
Thank you. Keep me on track
That's
here.
okay.
I started talking about
That's
water
our
and I just... when I was really young, I would, like they told me this, I would just look up at the wall and a corner and just scream and cry, and they were like, what is wrong with her, But looking back now, I know I was just seeing energies, right? Yeah. And when I was younger, like as I grew, I would sit on the edge of I'm going to sound like a strangest child, but I would sit on the edge of my bed, like with the door shut, and I had this full-length mirror, and I would just talk to the mirror. And I remember saying things that felt like such big universal truths. And looking back now, I know I was talking to my guides. It's just,
Would you sort of get messages back? So you'd be looking at yourself?
Totally. Asking questions and just like I do now, only I'm not usually looking in a mirror, but yeah. And so my mom would be like, what are you doing? Go out and play, It's trying to keep me probably as normal as she could under the circumstances. But they would, they would always ask me, questions if they lost something. I remember my dad lost his wallet, and the night before I had dreamed like the wallet was, under the guest bedroom. It had fallen out of his pants, and sure enough, it was there. And they knew to ask me those things. I think they always sort of felt, my family always sort of felt like I was very different, and I knew extra things that other people didn't know. So,
did anybody else in your family have that?
My mom did. She was very intuitive, but she never really developed it. And my grandmother, had this amazing ability with the plant kingdom. She always talked about plants and talking to them and understanding them. And so I think, we didn't really have words for it back then, probably as much, but as we do now. But yeah, they were both very strong, intuitive women, psychic women, sure.
So did you always feel that it was just normal to you? I mean, did you know that you were a little bit different from your friends? Did you think everyone was doing this?
Oh no, I didn't feel normal at all.
Okay.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
I felt very different, and I tried so hard to just be like everybody else. And I think swimming really saved me, because I would just go and, go underwater and just drown it all out.
Yeah, you were trying to get away from it a little
I was
bit.
trying to get away from my gifts, for sure. And it wasn't really until I was in my late 20s living in San Francisco, I went through massage school. And the minute I started touching people's bodies, this is going to also sound odd, but their body parts, their muscles, their shoulders, hips, whatever, would tell me stories about them. And so I would tell them the stories that I heard, and they sometimes would just start crying, like they had never told anybody that. So it was definitely coming out, and I couldn't
help it.
I couldn't control it anymore. Yeah.
They weren't letting you hide from it anymore.
They weren't letting me hide, yeah.
So from that point, what made you then I know that you went and then studied, and was that sort of your bridge to going then learning more about it and delving a little bit deeper?
Yeah, for sure. I found this great woman in, just outside of San Francisco in Northern California, and she was teaching like psychic awareness classes, intuitive development classes. And it really was helpful to like find a toolbox to use so that I could understand how to, have boundaries with all the information that was coming in, so she taught about grounding and about separating energy, and tools that I still use today in my practice and my work, and I try to teach them too, so they're so helpful.
Yeah, for everybody.
Yeah,
with
everybody.
Everything.
I think so many people are intuitive and psychic, and they just don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
What did your parents think when you told them that this was something that you wanted to do professionally?
I think they thought, I don't think they understood, actually. I don't think they deeply understood. I had moved out by then. I would be in my 30s, and so I think they were used to so many strange things from me. Like I would always travel and do things that really they weren't really used to. I didn't grow up, maybe girls when I was younger, the idea was get a husband and get married. And, and they were like,
Right.
you're pretty, you could do it.
Yeah.
It's like, so then I was gay, and then, all the things that go with that. And so I think they were kind of they weren't as shell-shocked by then. So they were just sort of used to all the, things happening. Like, so
You were pushing all of their
I
boundaries.
was pushing, not meaning to, but for sure. So I don't think they really understood deeply until much older. My mom, when she was much older, and I was quite a bit older, I was in a position to help her when she was quite ill.
What happened?
She had severe alcoholism, and so I was able to, I think, get through to her in a way and talk to her about end of life things and what really happens, and it was soothing to me, and it was a nice bridge between us, and I think I feel like it helped. I feel like she saw it then, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if that makes
Right,
sense.
there was an awakening of the
Recognition.
right. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the word.
And that must have been very comforting for her as well, that you were able to do that for her. I'm sure it was. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So you're in San Francisco. You're refining this gift that you've now realized and accepted. So where do you go from there?
Right. So I realized that I just really wanted to swim with dolphins. I always had, and I never had done it before. And
Explain that a little bit further. Like that just like did you just all, that's what it was?
Well, I think it just sort of systematically came on as I was going through school, learning all these techniques, and it was like a year and a half school. I mean, we went once a week, and it was really just developing our intuitive abilities with other people in the class. And I met some great friends, and we would do readings for each other, and everybody would be like, "Oh, you have so many dolphins around you," and I was like, "I know, they're so great. They're my spirit guides." And so, yeah, so I get really giddy when I talk about them. So. Sorry. But yeah, I went to Hawaii by myself, and they had a swim with dolphin meditation retreat, and it was just right up my alley. So I met them for the first time, and I had a reading done, and they said, on May 19th, I don't know what it is, but the dolphins make a circle around you. My teacher had done a reading for me and seen that, and I'd not told my friend about it, and then separately my friend saw the same thing. On May 19th, I don't understand it, but the dolphins make some sort of circle around you. And I was like, but they're like, it's not the kind of circle you think. I was like, okay. So I get there and we go swim with dolphins on May 17th, and we don't see any dolphins. It's really choppy day. A bunch of people got seasick, and I was like, oh, this is a bummer. So day off, and then the next day was May 19th. We go out. It's beautiful, flat, calm. We're in the Pacific off the coast of Hawaii, and I swim out. And I'm a good swimmer, so I was in the good swimmer pod, so we swam out. And I was fixing my mask, and I looked down, and it's Hawaii, so the visibility is really good. And maybe 20, 30 feet down, I see this massive ring of dolphins all around me. And I'm in the middle, and the light is shining through.
Oh.
And it was just like, I felt it. Like,
That's amazing.
We're here. You're with us. Yeah. We will help you, but you have to work with people.
Oh.
And I was like, what do you mean? They were like, help the people. I was like, what do you mean, And they were like, we'll show you, but you have to help them. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to work with people, I always want to do this with grace, humility, and humor. And they were like, yeah, for sure, we'll help you. And it has been just this marriage, like this beautiful relationship with spirit guides. And,
which, by the way, all those words describe dolphins.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
But I would say too that my galactic guides are the closest energy that I find that kind of embodies them are the dolphins. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
So the council, is that the right way to address
you
them?
can
So
call them,
the council, or
yeah, Galactic Council.
The Galactic Council. I mean, that's such a cool name.
Yeah, they're made up of. I was asking about this, and they said they're from different star systems, and they are just my council that had been there, I guess, or they said I was on loan.
Your posse.
Yeah, your gang.
Angie on loan. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
So has it always been the same? Is it always been the same?
For me, I believe that.
Really?
That's the information I'm getting from them. Yeah, it's been yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's so interesting.
And how many people are on the council?
So they've told me 14.
Ooh, 14, that's 14 a lot.
beings.
It's a lot.
Yeah. 14 beings, but I've only met and channeled 4 of them, and they said the 5th one is coming.
So do mediums have these spirit count? Like, do most mediums have these spirit? Is everyone give us a quick explanation. I feel like mediumship, like I've met mediums who connect with plants. I've met mediums who can look at you and say, oh, you need to work on your heart or whatever, right? Some mediums read pets. So tell us uniquely what it is that you feel like, what is your unique spot in this space of channeling?
Okay. So of the channeling that I'm doing now with the Galactic Guides, yeah.
And we can even get into that, how that happens as well, yeah.
So my unique space in that, it's interesting. I don't watch a lot of channelers. Over the years, I don't know why. I just never have. And looking back on it, I think it's probably, I'm just trying to stay neutral, so I'm not trying to change what's happening for me, But I can say that, like I've watched Wendy Kennedy. I don't know if you know, she channels the 9th dimensional Palladian guides. And they're amazing. She's amazing. I love her. But yeah, they're very different. So many of the different, I think, people that channel and just the channels that are coming through, the beings that are coming through, I feel like the ones I've seen have very similar messages. Some are a bit more direct and clear. Some are a bit more broad and back. They have definitely different feel to them, But I don't know if that answers that, like, where am I in all of that? You know, when I channel, I'm right here. I'm like, I just move myself over here. So I'm watching what's happening, and I don't always remember all of it, but I can kind of interject a little.
Yeah.
I think there's been a time I was maybe working with both of you at some point, and I was trying to give them a metaphor because they were trying to explain
Right,
about
got it.
playing games with children, and I said frisbee. Tell them it's called throwing frisbee. So they were like, throwing frisbee, and then they started laughing because they think it's really funny to throw a frisbee, and like thinking about it is kind of a funny thing to do. But I'm definitely there.
Yeah. So you're there a little bit able to interact, and has that developed with time?
It has. At first, the whole problem was getting out of the way,
Right.
and then believing that it was different because I've been talking to them for so long. I think since, well, certainly pre-birth, but like they've just been with me for so long that I didn't know the difference inside my head of me and them. And then to have them come through has been lovely because their voice, the cadence to their speech, as you've heard, is much different than mine.
Yes. Yeah.
And their sense of humor, I think, is different, and they're just different, So it's like, oh, we're different. Yeah.
Let's talk about frequency. That's a word that's been thrown around a lot lately. I mean, if you're a scroller like I am on Instagram, sometimes you're sitting there and you see so much like, okay, the higher frequencies are love, patience, harmony. Tell us a little bit about high, low. Give us a frequency, quick 101.
Yeah, frequency. Yeah, it's a good one. So frequency, I think of it like, it could be like the dissonant notes on maybe a guitar or something. If it's slightly out of tune, you play a string and you're like, ooh, that's out of tune. To me, that's a frequency, and it's a lower frequency. It's not quite tuned in, right? So as you tune in and you get it just right, I mean, I feel like I'm in Nashville area. I'm surrounded by musicians, and they know exactly what
Great
I'm talking
analogy.
about.
Yeah.
You get that tuning just right, and it just sounds as it was meant to be, that perfect resonance. And that's frequency. When you can get a higher frequency, you'll feel that higher resonance. When you have a lower frequency, you'll feel the dissonance of it. And as human beings, I feel like we know when things are low and off.
Yes.
And then those things tend to feed one another.
Yeah.
You think about it like when you're having a really bad day.
Yeah.
And you just are like, I'm going to watch a murder show.
Yeah, great.
Why? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
But like you're just having a bad day, or you're watching some sort of drama on TV, or you want to tell your friend all about the bad things that happen, and the friend gets in there with you, and you start going down the rabbit hole, and those are frequencies, and those are how they, I think, feed. The negative frequencies feed off one another just like the positive ones.
Yeah. That's really interesting that you said that, because I recently saw this thing about how it's actually Prince saying it, and he was sort of saying, he doesn't watch horror films, he doesn't watch anything bad on television, he doesn't watch negative stuff, and this guy was like, why? It's not real. And he was like, no, but your subconscious doesn't know that it isn't real. You're still getting that vibration, you're still having those, and in your frequency, it's picking up on it. And I was like, that makes so much sense to me. It just made perfect sense. That's why, try and keep yourself, like you were saying, as high as possible.
You're ingesting it. So I think of it that way. It's like, it's like eating, candy for dinner.
Yeah.
It's fun, but then you feel bad.
Yeah.
And you have like a hangover from it.
Right.
And so it's like, what do I want to ingest
Yeah.
all the time? How do I want to feed myself? If I'm in a heavier place one day, which happens to me all the time, I mean, I'm human, right? Like, so I just try to meditate and do my best to negotiate the feelings, knowing they're just passing through. It's just a feeling.
Yeah.
Won't stay, but lean into it. Don't run from it, but also don't get stuck in it.
Yeah.
So there's all of that, right? And then just nurture, have grace with yourself, love yourself. I mean, that's the main thing, I think, through all of that,
So if people are coming to you, what are the sort of people that you're helping? How do you, if somebody turns up to you and they're like, right, I want to work with you, they're in a pretty bad state, they've been through, like we were saying, everyone's had some sort of level of trauma.
Yeah.
What's your sort of first step with them? Do you channel with them, or how does that? What do you do? What's your first sort of go-to?
Yeah, great question. So I've been doing individual readings for 23 years now, and I've described it recently to a friend as this. It's like we're sitting down here, right? And I'll be like tuning in with you. You'll ask me a question, and then metaphorically speaking, I run up like 5 flights of steps, go to the rooftop, ask talk to my spirit, their spirit, and our guides, get the information, run down 5 flights of stairs, give them back the information, and do it all over again for an hour. And I laughed about it because I was like, I could not have made this any harder. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, but that was just my way of doing it. It's how I learned it, and it's how I developed it. More recently with the channeling, as I've actually, you know, sort of developed this ability to let my galactic guides in. I mean, that actually took a lot of updating vibrationally and prayers. I've been really blessed actually to travel around the world and work with different shamans, different, you know, plant medicines, and, you know, through like the Buddhist studies and the different meditations, and then working with plant medicines, what's happened is my gates of perception have widened. So what I was born with, I've been able to kind of widen back, and I call it a channel, but I think of it like a high-speed internet hookup.
Right.
You know, I've really worked on it.
Fiber.
And it's fiber optic now.
Yeah.
It is. But that actually took a long time, and it took a lot, and I still work with it. And so my guides have been able, because of everything, that I've been able to move and, you know, change and widen back and see differently and commune. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but my guides have been able to come in more and more. And as they've come in more and more, they've been able to clean and clear and update me to receive more of their vibration.
Right.
Because it's such a high vibration to us dense humans down here that I couldn't have taken it, you know, 5 years ago.
Right.
So it's been a lot of work, and I don't know if I explained that well enough, but that's how it comes in now. It's kind of like, you know.
So what, did you just all of a sudden one day you're like, I'm going to try this? And then like, how do you just wake up and go, okay, guides, I'm sick of running up and down stairs.
Yeah, I'm sick of running up.
You're going to need an elevator.
Yeah.
Kind of. I kept saying, you know, I really just want to talk to you more. I really just want to know more. I'd like to know where you're from. I'd like to know your names. I'd like to know our relationship. I mean, I was going on and on and on, and they, you know, it's like crickets, you know. And so then I would work with different actually plant medicines, and that take the gates of perception away, and work with different deep meditations that go to the Amazon jungle and have relationships with the spirits of plants. And that was allowing me to kind of come in closer contact with them. And when they would come in the room, you know, I would feel them, and it's just, I could hear them. It's a vibration, and it's a very high vibration, and it's a frequency. There's that word again. And it's just a lot of prayer and a lot of practice and a lot of cleaning my channel and opening up to receive that vibration. And that's how my process with it was.
So people can, so you know, you were saying about you can do readings with people, you don't do one-to-one channels with people, but you actually really help people. I mean, it's you help people change their lives, like getting on the right paths. That's something that you're doing. So, but you're also starting some other new things with your work as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I feel like I haven't finished any of my thoughts because I'm so excited to talk to you all.
I know, it's wonderful.
But yeah, and traditionally what I've been doing for like the last 23 years is just working with people one-on-one, tuning into their spirit, getting them information from their spirit and their Akashic records and their spirit guides. And, you know, sometimes we'll look at past lives, sometimes we'll look at karmic contracts. I'll do like vibrational energy clearings for them. And I have a lot of clients that work with me really on an ongoing basis. You know, I don't like to know more about someone than they want to know about themselves. So in that sense, it's like kind of having a psychic therapist, you know, so I'm going to go at your pace. And that has been really my mainstay. And I'm moving in now because of this new channel and it's not a new channel, but it's a new way of channeling. I've been told by my galactic guides to move more into working with larger groups. It's more expedient. You know, I think it can reach more people. And, you know, there's two things that have come up. One is that I have launching, my website has just been my name, but we're launching Power to the Peaceful, which is going to be under my name. Thank you. They came in from my guides, actually.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it's going to be a subscription-based sort of platform where every month, if you subscribe, you'll get 2 guided meditations, you'll get 3 channels with my guides, and 1 channel with like an astrologer friend of mine who is just really upbeat and sweet. And so she's going to probably that'll be probably the first month. She'll come in with the astrology of the month, and she'll ask my guides about it. My guides will say what they say. So if you're into astrology, that'll be good.
Yeah, fascinating.
Cool.
Yeah, and then week 2 will be a channel with the guides, whatever they want people to work with, and I'll be doing guided meditations to kind of point people in the right direction and, helpful tools for the month. And week 3 will be a channel with the guides in the environment, so how to connect more with the earth.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And then week 4 will be probably live question and answer. I think we're going to just do it live and we'll record it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's going to reach so many people.
And that's every month.
Yeah.
We're just going to do it every month. So I'm really excited about that.
We're excited too. We'll definitely put all the information out so that people can join and follow and make sure they can find out even more about it. And hopefully, let's all connect. And that's what this is. Like Casey said, and this is what this pod is about. Let's create this little family from this pod and connect all of us together. Yeah. Help each other. Make a nice vibration. Yeah. Light up the world, all that stuff.
Can you, because we're going to actually speak to the Galactic Council today.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us what to expect in that channeling?
Sure. Yes and no.
I love how humble you are.
You might be able to tell more than me because I do experience it, but I'm over here. I can tell you my process. That might help.
Yes.
I am going to do some just quick breathing, almost like fire breath in yoga. And what it does is it moves my mind out of the way a bit, so then they can come through. I've noticed and been told that my eyes flutter back in my head, so that might frighten people or it might interest you. It either way is okay,
Can you feel that happening?
I can. The muscles in my eyes get a little tired, but I can't help it, Yeah. So those go back and do that. And sometimes my mouth, when they come through, they may kind of work my jaw a little. So those are just some visual things to expect right on the onset. And their voice is my voice, so I think it's the same tonality, but they use a different inflection. So
cadence.
The cadence is much different. And I've asked them, why don't you speak in complete sentences? And they said, not necessary.
Literally responded in an incomplete sentence. Yeah.
I was I grew up with punctuation. I was trying to correct them, and they're like, same. So, I'll tell them a tense of the word, and they're like, same.
Yeah.
I think for them, it's just more about getting the frequency and vibration across.
Yeah. That's interesting, actually. Do you know if they're women or men, or do they have names or what they look like?
I have really asked them for names.
Okay.
I've really asked. And they've said, not yet. And they've said the reason they said, when people have names, sometimes they put on pedestal. Oh. And they said, we don't want to be on pedestal. We just want to be your friends.
Oh, I heard this I sent actually this exact same thing to Molly the other day about keeping the message above the person or above the spirit guide, I guess I should say. Yeah.
Right. And I think that, but to answer your question, there's one that comes in almost always first, and that feels very masculine to me and very, very slow, very methodical. That was the word I was looking for. And then I should say this, when they start to switch, and they usually do in a channel, there's the next one that comes in is, we call her the lady. It feels like a
lady.
That's my wife, Abby. She calls her, can you bring the lady in? I'm like, okay, I can try. But she'll come in, and she definitely, I'll start twitching. I mean, especially when I'm switching guides. And she talks very fast, and sometimes she's communicating faster than I can get it out. But she's very excited. She loves people, and she loves to communicate with people. So
that sounds like a lady.
Yeah, she's like a lady. Yeah. She was like the concierge for this live event. She was so excited.
The door greeter.
Yeah. She's telling us all about it. So,
and do you sort of see them in your mind's eye? What do they look? Is it just light? Is it frequency?
My mind wants to make up something, but the truth is what I see are these, it's almost this color. If I could match this pretty color with this pretty color, it would be the color I see. It's this sort of gorgeous blue, and they're like blips and bubbles, all around.
You just described the ocean, by the way.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So
I love that.
And then there's a couple more, and they feel sort of gender neutral to me, but maybe a little bit more masculine. Yeah, those are just the 4 I've met, and they're apparently 14. So I think as my frequency updates and as people update and we all get ready for more, there will be more, right?
Oh, I'm so
They'll turn it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll turn it up.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question. Why in 2025 did your spirit guides choose to come through and want to speak to a broader audience? I mean, what is it about this year? Is something different?
So for me on a personal level, I'm able to house more of their vibration so they can channel through me, and we were talking about that earlier. On a collective level, I really believe that we are humanity, we are updating vibrationally. We're always updating vibrationally. If you think about your parents and then, even your grandparents, I mean, it's been, the normal conversations from day to day that are, happening at a grocery store now versus maybe 40 years ago. Wow. Right? Like we have just collectively understood more, especially spiritually. I feel.
Yeah.
And,
definitely.
And, there's a lot of help from astrology. Like we are getting pinged and pelted to just update. It's like there was time for us to kind of get our shit together and start to grow and work on things. And I think the time for that has passed, and there's just no more time. It's like it's now. It has to happen now. Meaning it is time for us to all be the people that we feel inside. So if that is like a heart resonance of, well, I know I should really stop doing this and start doing this, there's no more room to wait. It is just time. And that's being, I think, promoted astrologically, so all these planets are kind of saying, do it, get it together. But also just vibrationally, we're ready to house more love. We're ready to house more compassion. We're ready to let go of judgments. I think we're seeing the need for that. And there is such a collective divisiveness going on, especially in this country. And I feel like that's our way of, it's compost, it's like we've got all this compost and we're going to grow beautiful flowers out of it, but we have to do it now.
Right. Yeah,
and I think that's collectively why, so many galactic helpers are coming in. You can see it. There's a lot of people that are just channeling right now.
It's like an urgent authenticity that is expected of us right now.
That.
That is, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Urgent authenticity.
I love that.
Yeah.
You gave a great analogy. I'm going to let you give it. But it had to do with you want to share that with us?
Sure. I was saying to Casey today on the phone, it's like, it's like, as an adult, it's like you're swimming in the kiddie pool and you're in there going, oh, there's a lot of pee in here. I don't want to be in here. Why am I in here? And there's this beautiful, pristine, crystalline pool empty next to it. And all you have to do is get up and walk 10 feet and get in the other one. And my guides are like, we will show you that there's another pool. We can't put you over there. You have to do that yourself, but we will show you that that's available. We'll explain the frequency of it to you, and we'll help you get to that frequency so that when your legs want to pull you up and get you out of the kiddie pool, you can walk over. Something like that. Is that kind of what I said?
That's perfect.
I love it that it's that close too.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's
just right there.
Just there.
Get on over.
It's like, it's really the distance, it's an old adage, but it's the distance between your mind and your heart. Something like 17 inches.
Yeah.
But it can be a really long way, and I think that we get ensconced in old patterns and old belief systems and fear. And I was saying to Casey today on the phone, it's like wearing a wool sweater and walking through a room full of cats.
Right.
When you're going to have cat hair all over you, when you're vibrating at like a lower level,
Right.
those vibrations are going to be pulled towards you.
Yeah.
And conversely, when you're vibrating at a higher level, those are going to be pulled towards you. And so that's the whole key right there is how to get there.
The drama finds the drama.
Drama finds the drama.
Yes.
Yeah. And I love that analogy because it's about you yourself having to make the steps. There's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to make the change for you.
Right.
If you make that step, then they'll meet you. But it's just making that first step forward and changing your life. So I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And stop being scared. Like we live in this just fear-driven society. And I know it's a lot for people because I was there not that long ago. I had a nickname of Safety Casey, and I worked really hard to kind of push her aside because everything that came from that fear, which was also connected to control, was that it was not doing me any good. I mean, so now
Yeah.
I've been able to let that go and let all the other stuff come in. And guess what? That over there is so much cooler. Like I can't, I don't want to say I can't wait, but there's not the fear of what's on the other side that I think I had before. So
I get that fear and control thing. I've really worked with that in my life too. And it's a beautiful journey because now you can understand and empathize with people who have that, and which is most people, actually. So that's such a good thing.
yes.
You know?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too.
Well, we're ready to welcome the Galactic Council to
Galactic
Fairy and
Council.
Flame. So
excited.
we're going to allow you to
Get
go through
ourselves
this.
comfy.
Yeah.
Looking good for the
too.
council. Yeah. All shushed. Lip gloss on.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
So yeah, ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Yes, this is the
Yes.
first time we were seeing
So
this in
ready.
person.
That's
Yes.
right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Are here. Happy to be here. Good to meet.
Oh, lovely to meet you too.
It's lovely to see you, have you here, I guess, in person. We spoke to you before, so we're just so grateful that you're here with us today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Close by.
Oh,
Lovely.
well, we have some questions for you today. I'm going to kick things off, and it's kind of a very simple question, but what brought the Galactic Council to Fairy and Flame today?
Galactic Council comes today to enjoy your beautiful hearts, to help frequency of new beginnings for you, to help reach people, to show them, to meet them, to say hello, are here, are helping. When we meet people, whether in person or on video, once you know us, we can then help you. You can say, before going to sleep, Galactic Guides of Angie, can you help me? And we will help you.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have anything that you want to share with us particularly today? Do you have any messages at all for our listeners, or anything that you can do to offer as help or advice?
Messages for listeners involve feeling safe, feeling good, feeling peaceful, feeling at ease with life. Turbulent times happening now on Earth. Many frequencies flying about, like in windstorm, many leaves suddenly smacked in face with vibration. So important time now on Earth to feel at ease, at peace, and safe. Makes sense.
Yes.
Good. How can we help with this today? We can do frequency vibration update. Comes from Angie in very high pitched dissonant tone. What it does is it allows heart to expand to higher frequency. Not certain yet if will be recorded or not. Remains to be seen.
That's okay. We can try.
Happy to.
Great. Let's do this.
Okay.
Do now?
Yes.
Good. Good. What it does is allows heart to update frequency of heart. Like tuning piano. So if can hear, beautiful. If not hear, will feel frequency of it. Make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
We say like golden thread, going from one heart to another, to another, to another. All that hear this frequency have gold thread. All that have gold thread have higher vibration of heart, and so on and so on. And we'll help humanity in this way with golden thread. Everyone we meet, we would like to help have higher vibration of golden thread in heart.
That's beautiful. Thank you. We heard that. That was lovely.
Angie worries. It is not nice sound.
It was a nice sound and it felt beautiful. So thank you.
Angie does not need to worry.
Good.
So,
Remind her of this later.
I will. We will. So one of the questions we have on behalf of our listeners is, and watchers, is, what do you know that we don't? Which I'm assuming is, I know this is a very loaded question. But what did you say? What is it that you know that we don't, that might be the most important thing we can be doing right now in 2025?
In 2025, at this time, compassion is foremost on our list, on everyone's list. Compassion for self, compassion for neighbor, compassion for animals, plants, earth, sky, all beings have compassion. In order to develop compassion, you must have grace with self. Be kind to self. Voices of self that are negative must stop and cease to exist. Understand?
Yes.
Every human has them, part of programming. Important to not try to get rid of these voices because they exist. Simply change them. Angie asks how to work with doubt. We say, change mind. Simple. Fear does not ever leave. Fear stays, but do not have to tune into fear. Just simple. Cannot lose mind. Must have mind. Mind comes with fear. Mind comes with doubt. No problem. Just change mind. That is only thing can do. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, grace, compassion.
I love that. Thank you.
We had a lot of fear and doubt. Well, I'm not going to say a lot, but that resonates because we're starting something new. So it's important for at times to push that fear and doubt out of the way. So thank you for that.
Yeah. We hope to share your message with many who are listening now.
One moment and changing. Guides. Coming with new guide.
The lady.
The lady. The lady comes.
Hello, lady.
Happy.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. So would you be able to connect with our spirit guides? Do we have spirit guides, and who are they for myself and Catherine?
Can connect to spirit guides. Is simple, easy. Can help you connect to spirit guides. Simple, easy. You have been told that your spirit guide is horse. Still horse. And also have fairy. Fairy are spirit guides of Catherine.
Okay. Yeah.
And so Catherine's spirit guides visit your spirit guides. And your spirit guides don't always visit Catherine's spirit guide. Very good.
Yes.
Have answered question?
Yes. Yeah. Can does the horse guide have a message for myself or our listeners today?
Horse guide tells you to be slow and steady.
Oh, I think there's
Make sure footing good before stepping. Important, not out of fear, out of presence. Horse guide says to you, make sure in moment, stay in moment where all love is. Happy moment for all love. Makes sense.
yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Fairy guides, on the other hand, like to fly off. And so, for you, fun.
Yes.
Also, important to ground. Maybe why fairy guides visit horse.
Oh, so they connect. Are our guides connected?
So your guides don't need to ground, but you do. So they go visit horse and come back to you and help you calm.
Oh. How can I connect more with my fairy guide?
You are very connected with fairy guides.
Is there such a thing for you to be more connected to your fairy guide?
Also, go outside.
Yes.
Oh.
Make altar for fairy guides have done.
Yes.
Visit altar. Give gifts to fairies.
Yes.
Thank them.
Yes. Oh, good. Good.
Can we ask one more question?
Are there angels that you work with? Are you an angel, or are you working with angels?
Angels are different realm. We do know angels. We enjoy angels. We are not an angelic realm. We are from different star systems. So don't work with angels per se, but know of angels.
Oh, that's lovely. How is Angie doing right now?
Happy.
Oh, God.
Good. Can we ask more questions, or does she feel that
Can do. Can do.
So can you tell us about those other realms and why are they invested in our Earth?
Other realms of star seeds? Star systems?
Where you all are from. Tell us a little bit about those realms and why you guys are invested or have interest in Earth.
Earth is great melting area where many different star seeds have been born, and Earth houses many different types of beings, all called human. We have vested interest, as you say, in humanity turning to highest vibration of love frequency. This is what we are here to help with. Perhaps other systems, other beings are interested in what would happen if people were not at high vibrations. And you may be able to see that play out in your world, yes?
Yes.
And so we like to present it not as drama, because drama is low frequency. We present it as choice. Can choose to stay in lower frequencies and suffer, can choose to update into higher frequencies and feel freedom.
I love that.
So you're saying we have complete control over what happens next. This is all up to us and our conscious, right?
It is as if you wake up.
Right.
You have been hibernating all winter and are hungry. In this moment of waking up and hunger, can slash open animal and eat it raw. Or can take 3 deep breaths, drink from stream, take only what is necessary to quench hunger. Understand?
Yes.
Presence, important. Be present. Stay grounded. Stay in this moment. Only one moment right now. Stay present. In mind, many, many, many things occur. In only this moment, one thing occurring. Breath. Breathe. In love, out love. Simple, simple.
Can you help connect, because we want to reach as many people with these messages, your messages. Can you help us connect with our listeners more? Is there something that we can do to help elevate this vibration and connect to more people to get your message out quicker and further?
We will help. Have been helping. Have helped you meet each other. We'll help more.
Oh, well,
Happy
thank
to.
you.
Happy to.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It's so lovely to talk to you. We know that Angie said that she has 14 guides. How many have we met so far today?
Are on number 3.
Oh. Does every guide have a different message?
Same overall message. Every guide has different way of imparting message.
Oh, okay.
Important because so many different humans, so many different ears to hear.
Yes.
So must be different frequencies, must be different energies for different people.
Okay.
Can you tell us the frequency that we have together? Do you feel our frequency? Do you feel the frequency of this podcast?
Feel frequency of podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Podcast feels happy, light, and also magnanimous. Magnitude. Angie says magnitude.
It's okay.
Magnitude. It has magnitude. Big has big. Reach can have big reach. We'll begin slow, like turning on faucet. Here comes water. Turn on faucet. More. Here comes more water. This will be how this podcast reaches people. Not like big tidal wave, but slow and steady, going through the hearts of each person to new people. Oh, I've seen this. You should see this. I feel better. You can feel better. And so on. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Call that sharing.
Sharing.
Sharing, yes.
Are there any crystals that you could recommend that we can have that can help us and our listeners elevate to a higher vibration?
We like quartz. We like rose quartz. They have rose quartz and hold by heart, but any crystal are drawn to good.
Yes.
Speak with crystal.
Yes. Do you like it? Do you like us using crystals?
Happy you use crystals. Crystals are conduits for energy.
Yes. And are there any, I know that there's lots of herbs, good herbs in teas, and they can be grounding and very healing. Are there any teas that you can recommend or herbs that are good for that or connecting us all together?
Herbs are good for grounding, and many herbs are good for grounding. We don't know so many names of herbs, but can ask Abby, Angie's wife.
Oh,
Ah,
She knows herbs. We can say that nervous system for people now is fried.
oh,
right.
you
Many
can say that again.
people fried.
Yes.
So nerve tonics to soothe. Perhaps rose tea.
Oh.
Perhaps lavender tea. Perhaps a chamomile tea.
Yes.
Perhaps these teas can calm. At night before bed, important to be calm. Don't eat chocolate, for instance. Good time for chocolate, Angie says. We say not so good. Because chocolate before bed increases heart rate. 3 hours before bed, begin winding down. This is our advice.
Oh,
Long time for many people. 3 hours could be helpful, however. So begin winding down. Can read book, can watch movie, can do yoga, but careful what ingest.
Right.
Make sure high vibration as much as possible. Drink tonic or drink tea to calm nerves. And then right before bed is special time of perception gating. As Angie has said, as Abby has said, those perception gates are going away. We can, for instance, communicate with you more then, but not if you are wired.
Right.
Then we have to wait for you to become unwired. Takes time.
Okay. And sorry, go ahead.
well, I was going to say she's like a galactic influencer.
Yes.
I love that.
I love that too.
So I just have one other question. When you guys come back for the conference, we will be there. Is there anything? I mean, is there anything you want to say to anyone who might be interested in coming to that meeting in October? What they can expect from the Galactic Council at that meeting?
Can expect warm reception from our hearts to your hearts. Can expect many heart-opening channels and vibrations. Can expect to help life change into higher vibration. Can expect camaraderie and love and friendship and peace and safety and support. Can expect, yes.
Oh, that's
So it's kind of an instant gratification upgrade, basically, for love and peace. And wow,
Yeah.
We'll
seems
feel
so simple.
and connection, like connection. See, connecting lots of new friends.
and tribe.
A new tribe. I love that. And if you're not, would it be okay to ask one more question, or is Angie tired now?
One more can do.
I have a question about children. For a lot of parents that have children that are coming in now that are very high vibrational or maybe more connected to spirit, how can parents support their child and help them on this journey to help them evolve?
Important what type of water drinking from children. So must have very, very, very clean water. Can put crystals in water and drink from crystal water. So important for crystal water now. So also children coming in now have different vibration, and some are predisposed to technology. And so important now to balance that with earth time, meaning hands in earth, like where you live. We like where you live out here in hills and grass and pigs and cows and chickens and horses.
Got a shout out.
Very good. So get children out on earth.
Yes.
Drink crystalline water, please. Yes.
That's lovely. Well, I have 1,000 more questions. However, I'm sure Angie's very tired now. So thank you.
We're so appreciative. Thank you for
much.
coming today. This is your first podcast, Galactic Council, and we're so proud that it's ours.
We are.
Happy to help. We'll close with prayer.
Oh, lovely.
Prayer for humanity. We place golden thread over humanity. We place golden blanket over humanity to keep safe and warm, and we are here to help, love, and support. Whenever you need a friend, we will be here watching and helping as we can. And our prayer for humanity is to find each one, the heart of each one, and vibrate in that lovely and beautiful resonance for all time, in sacred resonance always.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Galactic Council. Bye. Welcome back.
Hello. That was amazing.
Wow.
Wow, that was really special.
I can feel their excitement.
Yeah, especially Lady. The
lady.
Yes, she came in.
I get a little dizzy after that. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
please take a minute and have some water and
Thank you.
ground, and that was really fascinating. It was
Wow.
great we met, I think we met 3, possibly
Four
of the guys, yeah. So that was nice to have a little bit of something from everybody, and we asked a lot of questions, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel right now?
I feel just a little dizzy, but that's normal.
You okay?
Yeah, totally okay. It's just a big vibrational shift. Yeah.
Sure.
But I feel really good. I felt their excitement and their happiness, and we
Yes.
didn't get Jeremy to ask a question from the cameraman. They said it to me. They said Jeremy, and
I felt it.
yeah, and
It's okay.
and they said Jeremy, and I was
Molly
like,
felt it
they
off
were
camera
talking,
too.
or, yeah. Sorry, Jeremy.
Oh, that's
Next
so...
time we'll get you in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they felt really happy. They felt really
good.
happy and excited to be just reaching more people and be a part of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where were you just now? Like, where were you when they were speaking? Where do you...
I go right over here.
Okay.
I go right over here, and then they were saying magnanimous. I remember that. And I was like, I think you mean magnitude. And they were like, magnanimous. And I'm like, magnitude, magnanimous. And then they were like, oh. It's funny.
So you got
maybe,
into a
Yeah,
discussion.
I might have gotten into a grammar discussion. I do that with them a lot. And they're like, they're usually right. So, but I just try to help.
I'm glad.
Well, I'm dyslexic, and I thought they were saying magnetic, so...
Yeah. I think they meant it was a magnanimous, magnetic, magnitude
It's a bit of
effort.
a little
Just
bit
all
all
those
of it.
M words.
Yes. All of the M words,
But but I'm just,
What's that?
we have some lovely music to play
Oh,
now.
we are. I think that's the fairies. I don't know what that is. Is it a phone? Oh,
it's Bliss
my
Bell.
daughter. I thought it was off. Sorry.
I've even heard that right.
That was off.
It was ethereal.
I'm just.
I was like,
Have you? Is that a ring?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is her ring, but that was off.
But then, but you were like, I don't know what that is.
Well, I know it didn't
So
connect.
I didn't want
It's
to. I
all
didn't
the way
know if
off.
I should say this, but like when they come in the room, sometimes electronics do go a little.
That's so funny.
I mean, it's such a different vibration for them, and so like electronics are like a lower vibration. They're so high, so sometimes they can lights will flicker.
It's really weird because that was 100% off.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I know for sure.
I just checked it.
I believe it.
He's just checked in, it's off. So
Yeah, that's
Wow.
just keep that in.
It's probably the
because
entry exit of that energy,
That-
the frequency.
That,
Yeah.
of course, it was
It
Blissbell.
was my daughter,
Blissbell
of course,
Buttercup.
like, trying to get some. She's got a fairy.
And
name.
Molly, by the way, it's fine. You can don't beat yourself up over there about talking. She's like, I felt it too. She felt the
no, that's
the
okay.
Jerry. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
These are the outtakes. I think these are the best part.
Exactly. Right.
Well, it's it's real life. So and that's
it's
what
real life.
that's what it's all about. We want to be real, and it's not perfect. And who wants perfect anyway? I think
Exactly.
I think that's one thing that I've learned, and I probably speak for you as well. How even putting this podcast together, we want it to be perfect. We want everything to be in place, and in the end, I was saying to Casey, let's just keep every day. We'll just put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
We have no idea how we're going to make this happen, but
You did it.
And
And
Y'all
perfection
pulled it
is paralysis,
Yeah.
and that's the key. We couldn't wait any longer. And
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we got to do that with you and with the Galactic Council.
Me too.
And them saying that they were helping us as well. So
Yes, and I
helping.
appreciate their
happy.
help. It's funny. I know they're helping everybody, but I appreciate that they're helping us too. That's amazing.
Yeah, it felt really
It felt beautiful.
something special. Did you feel, what happened with the vibrational?
Yeah.
Oh, they went to tell it wasn't. We were supposed to tell you something.
Okay.
It's not loud. It wasn't. It didn't hurt our ears. They said you were concerned that it might not be a pretty sound. So
Yeah, that makes
no,
sense.
that's something we did that when we first Zoomed with you.
Yes.
That did not come over because I think it was clipping the microphone on the computer. So
Yeah.
it's a very high pitched.
Yeah.
It's almost dolphin-like. Was that what you were going to
That's
say?
yes, yeah.
that's true.
It's almost dolphin
That's what it sounds
Did
like.
you feel any?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I
very
was
much.
wondering how Jeremy was doing with it.
How did you feel with that, Jeremy? You can talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets weird.
He had the earphones on too, so he really got surround sound.
Good. I mean,
Could you feel it?
I'm in the music industry, so like just tones and frequency and stuff, and it was a noise I've never heard before, really.
I was just curious
No,
how it
honestly,
goes.
yeah, that was
Cool.
cool. It was not just one frequency; it would just kind of move around and kind of step around.
Yeah.
That was my take on it.
Cool.
There was a message that I was getting
Yeah.
during it, and it was, "This isn't too much. This isn't too much." Because I think that I have more. I just want to be so gentle with people, and they were reassuring me that this is just right. Like it's
perfect.
it's not too
that.
much.
I love that too.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, thank
I
you.
was doing the same thing. I'm like, I wonder what they're gonna think at home. You know?
But think about how we grew up. Like, I mean, when you
know.
grew up in the Midwest or Memphis or whatever,
Yeah.
like this, it just,
Yeah.
you grew up, I think, with more of this influence. But,
Yeah, I mean, my mum was all into this stuff, and I mean, this time that we did that, I was so open to receive it, and it felt really beautiful. And I
did.
My thought for me was like, "Woo, this is awesome!
Yeah, that's so
Everyone's
good.
gonna love it." So,
and they don't know
good
how to
job.
pretend either, because when I asked the spirit guide question, so just for full disclosure, we've asked that question before, but we wanted to ask it on camera.
Yeah.
And they said, well, I think they said something like, well, when we told you about this, but we'll
tell
say
you
it
again for the camera.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you don't know how to pretend.
No.
So that part. And then when we started getting into galactic influencing, I was like, this is the teas that you should drink. And this is, so Kat was asking questions about crystals and teas. And so they were giving, and it reminded me of like an influencer, but a galactic influencer.
Why didn't you buy this tea?
They were kind of like, ask someone else that question.
They're like, oh god,
I was
Captain.
like, what is Abby? So I'm telling him chamomile, rose. And they're like, couldn't have chamomile. They don't really know the plants.
They don't know the names.
I mean, they love the plants, but they don't really know. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the magic of them. We talked about this before, is that their message is such a broad stroke.
Yeah.
Which, when you bring it all down to what we need to remember, we need to make everything more simple.
Yeah.
We need to make life more simple. We need to make what we consume more simple. We've just overcomplicated a lot of life. And so that's, I feel like, a good message. And the message of love. Like, you can tell they really want us to be compassionate with each other and have grace with each other and have gratitude and love. And that's, I mean, that's amazing.
I get the sense from them, they haven't actually told me this, but I get the sense from them that they've seen cultures destroy themselves before.
Right.
And I mean, they have not told me that.
Yeah.
But I get that sort of almost a feel,
Yeah.
you know, and that this is their offering to help that not happen.
Yeah.
Here.
Let's see if we can make a change.
Change it.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that'll be something that will start with, you know, everything that you're doing with your subscription, but also in October when you do your event.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really exciting and create like in the tribe.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
So I
Power
love
to the
that.
peaceful.
Maybe we can do some kind of giveaway with our listeners to go to
That'd be
the
great.
conference.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll
Awesome. Angie, we have had so much fun today.
Yeah, me too.
This
I
was
don't really want it to end.
I know. I'm like,
just
we can
like
just hang out, make
snuggle in,
popcorn,
yeah.
keep talking.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot the cameras are on.
It's great. We all did for a minute. That'll be my daughter, but yeah, thank you.
Angie, this has been awesome. Thank you so much. So much gratitude for you being on the show today. And thank you guys for watching. We can't wait for you guys to go on this spiritual treasure hunt with us.
And of course, we are going to be learning together, joining together. So make sure that you like and subscribe. And don't forget, sharing is caring.